Hey-ho, Stampers. Today I'm going to show you the Moonlight Technique. It's a really fun technique to do. It looks like this. This is a card that I taught at the Rhode Island Regionals at the end of August, and I've gotten so many requests to learn how to do it, especially the burnishing part of it. So I'm going to show you how to do this. I started with an 8.5 by 5.5 inch piece of paper. I scored it down the middle and folded it in half, and that gives us our base card. The only other piece to this, as far as a layer goes, is a 5.25 by 4 inch piece of cardstock. And what I did was I took my scoring tool and I scored at every ½ inch going down, and then I turned it and I scored it again going this way. Okay. The next thing that I needed to do was to take and cut out my layered pieces. So let me just show you the card again. Here's the card, and what I did was I took a half a sheet of cardstock. This is vanilla, very vanilla, and I stamped my ornament on it. Now this is to save paper. What I did was I laid on my ornament on my framelit, and then I laid the next framelit right in the middle. I'm all about saving paper. And then I laid this one right here like this. Okay, and then I ran it through the Big Shot. Now when you're running your framelits through the Big Shot, you always want to have one piece of your top piece that you have dedicated just to the top piece. And the reason is, and I do that by putting little smiley faces on that, and the reason for that is when you put it on, you can actually see if anything there has moved or if you need to adjust anything in any way. Whereas if I took one of my old pieces, one that has been cut through, you can't tell what you've done. So I take and I dedicate one of these top pieces just to the top piece of my framelits. And that's what the happy faces are for. The girls know that they have to keep these on top. So I ran that through the Big Shot, and I came up with these pieces right here. Okay, this piece is not going to matter that it's got a hole in it, because we're going to take and we're going to just layer these pieces like this at the end, as you can see. Now, for the technique itself, it's called burnishing, and as you can see, I've been doing a little bit of it here, there, and yonder. I took my stamp pad, which I also want to show you how I re-inked. I put my re-inker on it, and after I did that, instead of using a spoon or the tip of the re-inker, what I use is something that has a flat edge. And what I do is I just, it's like decorating a cake. You just kind of mush it in, but it's with a flat, even stroke, so that when you go to use your stamp on there, it's evenly distributed. In my case, what I need to do is I need to have it re-inked pretty good, because now what we're going to do is we're going to take and we are going to burnish the sides. If I was going to sponge it, I would just dab it, or I would pick it up and I would just kind of sponge along the edges. Burnishing is a little bit different. You got to put a little bit more elbow into it, and what you're going to do is you're going to take and you're just going to turn it around, but you're bearing down pretty hard on it. Okay, so you're just going to bear down, bear down. You want to keep this close to the edge, this burnishing part of it, and then I just kind of feather it in. And the reason for that is when you're doing it, you want to make sure that the outside, right outside of your framelits, you still have some of that crumb cake showing in. Let me just show you another card that I've done, okay, so that you can get a better idea. These are two cards. Here's one right here. This is my Halloween card, and this is the one that I had done for my Founder Circle swap. You can see where I embellished, or I burnished the outside here with black, and on the outside of this one, it was with the Rich Razzleberry. And I started with Regal Rose, and here I started with the basic gray. This is the way they looked when I was doing it, and yes, you can use your embossing folders. When you burnish, you do not want to burnish on the side that's popped out. You want to burnish on the side that is popped in. This is called the Moonlight Technique, and it's just an amazing look. You see how I started with the Daffodil Delight in the middle. I sponged a little bit of more mustard, which was feathered in, and then I went around it with Cajun Craze, and that is what I ended up doing with this one also. And then this one was just, like I said, the Rich Razzleberry, and it started out on Regal Rose paper. So after you have all of that done, you're pretty much done with your technique. What you're going to do is you're just going to take and just start layering your pieces. You're going to put this one on here. You're going to put this one on here. That one is going to go right there. It's popped up. And then this one is popped up. And then that is popped up. And then you add one of your new bronze buttons along with some linen and a little fork bow. And you're good to go. And that's my technique for today. Again, my name is Deb Valder. I'm at stamplady@aol.com, and this is the Moonlight Technique. Thanks for stopping by.